What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's Toy Lucha. I'm your boy Chico Rico, and that's episode number 10 already. Episode number 10. It's going by quick. Too quick, if you ask me. But anyways, I'm gonna have to disappoint you. I'm not doing any toy reviews on this episode. I promise after this, it'll keep going. Just more reviews after this. But today, I'm bringing you 5 tips on how you can get started with your own collection. And if you're already a collector, then hey, this will probably help you out. So stick around. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this video, different angle. You see me, the toys back there. But anyways, tip number 1 to start your own collection is you want to ask yourself why you want to start collecting, because there's many reasons why people collect, and it doesn't have to be toys. It could be, I don't know, whatever. People collect, from rocks all the way to super expensive cars. So yeah, but you want to ask yourself why you want to start collecting. For me personally, it was a nostalgic feeling, a sentimental feeling, you know, whenever you see a figure from a TV show or a cartoon that you see whenever you were little and you were never able to get that because who knows, X reason. And then all of a sudden you grow up and you're making your own money, having your own place, and then you can actually start getting whatever it is that you want. Well, that was the reason why I started. But that could be for some people. For other people, it could be because they're trying to bond with others. Maybe you and your significant other find a TV show or whatever interesting, so all of a sudden you start collecting the figures from that TV show or that cartoon, movie, whatever it is. Or it could also be that you want to start it as a hobby. You have a little bit of extra money, a little bit of extra time. You look into it, and your collection doesn't have to be big. Maybe you have 5-6 figures from a TV show, and boom, there it is. You have a little collection. It could also be for the thrill, you know. Some collectors know what I'm talking about. When you want something and you go out there in the store and actually find it, oof, pretty good feeling. But that's some of the reasons that I can think of at the top of my head. Let's see. Yeah, so, but you want to ask yourself why you want to start collecting. That's number 1. All right, let's get number 2. Alrighty, so tip number 2 for the collectors out there, or if you're trying to start your own collection, you have to look around and see the space that you're working with, because if you don't and you're trying to have a big collection, at some point you're gonna, or you will run out of space, because this hobby takes space. And like I was saying, you gotta make sure that you have either a specific spot that you're gonna be displaying all your stuff, or it depends on the size of your collection, of course, but it's always better to have a place where you can put everything instead of just having some things here and there, and just, you know what I'm saying? And for me, it works out better like that. I have a specific place where I have everything, and then the rest of my place is just like a regular spot. So that works out for me. Maybe something else works out for you. And you also have to keep in mind if you're going to be keeping your collection in the box or out of the box, because if you keep it in the box, it takes much more space. So another thing that I can think of is, do you live alone or do you live with somebody else? Because if you live with somebody else or with your significant other, they might not be okay with you having a 10-inch pop as a display in the living room, and maybe they want to have a plant base or something else. So you gotta look into all those little things too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The space they live in, check that out. Alright, so tip number 3, if you're trying to start your own collection, or if you're already a collector out there, you're definitely gonna know what I'm talking about with this one, because we are all guilty as collectors to always run crazy and get thing here and thing there, and just I'm talking about a budget. So unless you have a real one of these, baby, I'm talking about cash money, then you definitely want to set a budget and stick to it, because when it comes down to collecting, it can get pretty expensive if you don't know what you're doing, or if you just lose control. You know, it's like I feel like it's like a little, it's like an addiction, because if you don't know how to control yourself, you're gonna go crazy with it. You know, you're gonna be getting a lot of figures, and then later on you're gonna be like, oops, maybe I shouldn't have done that, because my bank account is looking pretty beat up right now. But set up a budget depending on your weekly or monthly income, and then stick to that budget. Don't be getting money out of your gas money, your electric money, your rent money. Set up your toy budget money and stick to that money. Use that money for your collecting habits. And if you're a younger collector, I know how it is. You know, you're trying to get a figure that it can be pretty pricey, and then sometimes your parents don't want to give you the money for it, or you don't have the money for it. Make sure that you ask around your neighbors, your parents, or your friends. Maybe they can assign you some type of chore, and that way you can be getting money, and you can save up to eventually get whatever it is that you're trying to get. So have a budget, stick to it. If you don't have a job, get yourself some chores, get paid, and save up your money. All right, let's get number 4. Alrighty, so tip number 4, if you're trying to start your own collection, or if you're already a collector, of course you're gonna know about this one. I'm talking about in the box or out of the box collecting, minty fresh or used. Which route are you gonna pick? And there's some people that do both. That's fine, you know, whatever it is that works for you, whatever it is that you like. But keep that in mind that if you do collect in box, it takes way more space, and sometimes you have to end up putting figures in your closet or in a storage because there's so many boxes that you don't have any more space to display your figures. And there's some people that do this for the investment too, so I definitely understand. But if you're just doing it for the fun part and just the collector part, make sure that you do keep in mind the space, because boxes take way more space than if you do decide to take the figure out of the box and display it. And also keep in mind that if you collect used figures, to make sure when you buy them, especially if you're buying on eBay or online, to read the description, because you could be looking at something and at the end they end up sending you something totally different. So make sure that you're reading what it is that you're getting, and that you're getting these things from a site that you can send these things back, because some sites they won't allow you to. They won't have a return policy. There you go. So make sure that you're checking up on that. So in box, out of the box. That's tip number 4. Let's get number 5. All right. So tip number 5 for any collectors out there or anybody that's trying to start their own collection, honestly, is just to have fun with what you're doing. This doesn't have to be something that feels like it's a drag or something that's a burden on you. Something that whenever you're doing it, or whenever you're actually interacting with others that they do it, something that makes you feel good and makes you feel happy about what it is that you're doing. And make sure that you find groups out there, you know. Make sure you do something with it, so it's not just you collecting by yourself, because I know how that is too, you know. So make sure that you join groups online. Make sure that you're doing something with it. Either it could be videos or pictures, talking to people online about your collection. Just enjoy your collection. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay? Because I feel like this community is very positive, but of course there is the bad apples out there, you know. And I see you, but it's okay. We're not gonna focus on those. We're gonna focus on the good people here. We're gonna enjoy what it is that we're doing, and we're gonna have fun, because that's what it's all about: collecting, having fun, enjoying yourself. When I come in here in my toy room and I just kick back, it feels like it's like a whole different world for me. I get to enjoy what it is that I love doing, and I'm not affecting anybody in a bad way. And there's so many other people that actually enjoy the same thing as I do. So I love sharing this with you guys, and I do appreciate very much all the support that I get on Instagram, and all the people that have subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it very much. So that's pretty much it for this channel. I'm pretty sure that there's way more tips that I can do, and there's more tips out there better than this, but those are based on me. This is your boy Chico Rico, and until next time, you guys, don't forget, always